All right, guys, I'm going to complete my push-up challenge today. I owe my subscribers 271 push-ups. I'm going to do them all. I'm also going to tell you about the hardest physical challenges I've ever gone through. So please hang on and welcome to my YouTube channel. Close that up a little bit. I made 2 videos, each one showing that I would do 1 push-up for every like I got and 1 push-up for every subscriber I got. So now it's time to pay my dues. Let me write that down. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna do 10. I'm gonna do sets of 10. Every chance I get. Hold on a second. I'm going to do sets of 10 starting out. But I had one video that had 137 likes and one that had 63 likes, and that comes to 200 likes. And I got 71 subscribers. I was hoping it'd be a lot more, but I appreciate you guys, for everyone who did subscribe. Either way, I owe you guys 271 push-ups. I'm gonna knock them out today. I got a timer going off here, and every time it comes around to the minute, I'm going to knock out some push-ups and try to get them all knocked out. It's time to go again. I was hoping to get more subscribers, but you know, I do what I can. I appreciate you guys. I still owe you guys 271 push-ups. I'm going to do them today, no matter what. I'm going to see how fast I can do them. Maybe I can get them all done in an hour. That'd be awesome. I'm not in the best shape, but I'm trying to get there. And I figured during the in-between rounds, I would tell you guys a little bit more about me. I gotta do another set. I was born with a genetic illness. I got a heart problem because I used to drink a lot of alcohol. I've had several surgeries. Now I'm going to take my shirt off because I'm not going to hide my scars from you guys. I got a hole in my chest. My stomach is all scarred up. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll show it to you. My stomach's all scarred up from all the surgeries I've had. I decided I wanted to get in shape. I stopped drinking about 3 years ago, and I figured I'd make a YouTube channel. Hold on. I thought I'd make a YouTube channel showing my journey to getting super fit, because I want to inspire other guys to be healthier. I want to inspire you guys to be healthier and fitter. Tell you a little bit more about me. I'll wait till this next set. Hey, get down and do these push-ups with me. I know 271 doesn't sound like a lot, but either way, I still owe it to you guys. Here we go. I'll tell you guys the most physically hardest thing that I've ever accomplished. And I am just surprised I was able to do this. I walked half a mile while throwing up blood. I told my girlfriend about this. But yeah, I know half a mile doesn't sound right, sound like a lot, but I did while throwing up blood. Hold on, I gotta knock out another set. To tell you about that story, how that was set up, it was a long time ago. I was in my mid-20s. Like I said, I was born with a genetic illness. It caused me to get polyps in my intestines like crazy. So after they would stick, the doctor stuck a tube down my throat to cut the polyps out. And the next day, I started throwing up blood in my apartment. And I was like, man, this is bad. I had my kids with me. We were living in the projects. I had my wife. She's my ex-wife now. Hold on, let me knock these out. I had two daughters. They were toddlers. I was like, oh man, I just threw up blood. I've got to get to the hospital. This is bad. So, and at the time I was married to a crazy woman. Yes, I eloped with the crazy woman. That's a different story. But she liked to pretend like she was sick all the time too. So she was pretending like she was sick. Same sickness I had, even though she didn't have the illness I had. But she was pretending to be sick, so I got her, my kids, and myself into my car. I started driving. I was like, I gotta get the kids to their grandmothers so I can get to the hospital. Hold on. And then, oh, I gotta write that down. Halfway there, this was in the evening. Halfway there, I thought I saw smoke coming from the hood of my car. I told that to my wife, and she insisted I pull over. And I pulled over, and I was thinking I'm just hallucinating. So I was like, I got to get these kids to their grandmothers, and I've got to get the emergency room. This is before we had cell phones. Okay? I got another set coming up. Knock them out. They're getting harder now. That's 100. But yeah, she was pretending like she was sick and she couldn't handle it, but she took the keys away from me, wouldn't give them back. And I was getting really bad. I was like, okay, we didn't have cell phones. I was like, okay, I'm not going to just lay here and die with my kids in their car seat. So I started walking, and I would throw up blood, take a few steps, fall down, take a few steps, fall down. And I went about half a mile like that, trying to get to somebody's house. trying to get somebody's house. I would walk, stumble around. I remember somebody pulled over and asked me if I was okay, and I was like, no, I need help. You know, I gave him the grandmother's cell phone number. Not cell phone, the phone number. I told him to go get help. He disappeared. I never saw him again. So I started walking. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done. Having to walk in that weak of condition from throwing up blood. And I got to somebody's house. Nobody wanted to help me because they thought I was a drunk. Nobody answered the door. Hold on. I was knocking on doors and nobody went to the door for me. I remember I went out in the front of this house in the yard. I just collapsed out of exhaustion. Somebody drove up and said, "Can you get out of my grandmother's yard?" Being very rude to me. I said, "Look, I'm sick. I'm throwing up blood. Please help me." He said, "Can you throw up blood in somebody else's yard?" I think they all thought I was drunk. I'm not mad at the guy. But, hold on. It's getting harder. It's getting harder. But somebody finally called the police on me, and the police came out. They asked me for my name. Just talking to them was miserable. I was laying on the dirt in their yard on the grass, and they called an ambulance out for me. And they come to put me on the stretcher, put me in the back of the ambulance, and it was getting hard to breathe. And I looked over at the blood pressure monitor, and my blood pressure said 60/40. Hold on, I gotta knock these out. I'm on the road to getting in shape, getting in great shape. I'm not there yet, so that's why I'm struggling, but I'm gonna get better at it. But I looked over that blood pressure monitor. It said 60/40. It was getting really hard to breathe. I thought I was gonna die right there. But they got me to the hospital. I told them my kids were in the car and my wife was there and she's sick. I don't know what happened to them. I know they were okay though. Time to knock out another 10. Here we go. It's getting harder. But I was like, man, my blood pressure got down to 60/40, and I was walking like that. I was thinking, with that much blood I lost, I think I accomplished something that was just incredibly hard that most people couldn't have done. Because I put my mind to it, because I was like, I'm not going to abandon my kids. I'm not going to die on the road. I thought I was going to die right there. Another 10. It's getting hard now. only got 6 out that time. Then I'm gonna take a little bit longer breaks. But it was getting hard to, you know, they got me to the hospital. When I get to the hospital, they all knew who I was because my wife, I think she had Munchausen syndrome. It's where you pretend to be sick all the time to get attention. She had Munchausen syndrome by proxy, where you pretend like your kids are sick to get attention. So because she was up in the ER all the time, they all knew who I was. And they thought I was faking it just because of her. But when they saw me throwing up blood and my blood pressure and everything, I remember a nurse said, "Wow, he really is sick." They're getting harder, so I'm gonna take a little bit longer break. I gotta do 4 more to knock that one out to 10. I'll do 4 this time. But my ordeal was still not over because they wanted to do what they call tilts. Hold on. Tilts, that's where they take your blood pressure while you're lying down and your pulse. And then they sit you up and they take the same measurements, and then you have to stand up and take it. And trying to stand up when I was in that bad shape was the hardest, was really, really hard. I threw up blood while standing up. I remember that. A nurse grabbed the cover, and that's what I threw up on. But then they put that NG tube in my nose to suck the blood out, because they said because I was throwing up so much blood, it wouldn't clot. And finally, the NG, it stopped bleeding. It stopped sucking out blood. They put me in ICU overnight, which was completely miserable. I was so miserable I couldn't sleep or nothing. I hated that fucking tube in my nose. Hold on a second. I've done 160 so far. I'm gonna take another break, a longer break. I'm gonna try to complete all these 271 as fast as I can. I don't know if I can get under an hour or not, but I'll try. I don't think I'll make it under an hour, but I'll do the best I can. I'll probably keep doing push-ups and keep training in it, and then come back and make another video, see if I can improve on my time. Right now I'm at 18 minutes and 30 seconds. But yeah, they stuck that NG tube in my nose, and I stopped bleeding. And then they gave me a blood transfusion. My pulse came up, and then they sent me home the next day. But I was like, wow. I walked half a mile while throwing up blood. And that, my blood pressure got down to 60/40. I know I was as close to death as it could be. When I first saw it, I didn't realize how close that was to death. I knew that was low, but I didn't understand how low. But I'm actually proud of that story because it's something that really hard that I overcame. As you can see, all these scars, that's from my illness because I had to have surgeries. My first surgery I had when I was like 8 years old, 7 or 8. It sucked. I got sick at school. I started feeling weak, not sick, but weak. It was because I was bleeding internally from polyps, and they did surgery on me. All right, it's time to start getting back to it. I'm gonna start doing them again. Here we go. I'm at 170. 101 left to go. It's hard. I'm gonna keep going at it. Now I got 101 to go. 101 to go. Start to do math when you're tired. Then I'm gonna start doing these on every 10, every minute again. I don't think I got it in me. I'm gonna take another minute rest. Something else hard I had to go through. I developed a heart condition from drinking alcohol. It's called, what was it called? A heart flutter. I got a loop recorder in my chest that monitors my heart. 2.5 years ago, I used to drink a lot of alcohol. I'd put them down. I was like really devoted to fitness too. I became a vegan. I concentrated on my sleep. But everybody told me I needed a cheat meal. So I chose alcohol to be my cheat meal. I would drink like crazy on the weekends after I was home from work. And then I started getting sick. And I was a truck driver doing flatbedding. I'm still doing flatbedding. I was having more and more trouble trying to tarp loads. My Fitbit showed my heart rate was up all the time. In the 110s, even when I was resting, it was 110. I was like, something's wrong. So I went to the emergency room. I thought for sure it was my illness, my disease, but it turned out to be a heart flutter I developed. Hold on. It was a funny story. They tell me it was not the polyps. They kept me overnight, and a cardiologist came in and told me I had a heart flutter. I was like, there's no way I could have a heart flutter. I eat healthy. I get good sleep. I work out. I'm a fitness addict. I'm a health addict. And I was like, stopped and like, wait a second. You don't think it's that case of Angry Orchard I'm drinking every weekend, do you? He said, yeah, that's it. Ta-da! I'm a real genius. Oh, I forgot to write that one down. I don't want to forget that. But he shocked my heart. A couple of weeks later, they called me back in and said the loop recorder monitoring my heart said it didn't work right. So then they had to do ablation. That's why they stick a tube up into your groin, up to your heart, and stick a camera down your throat, and they shocked it again to get beating right. Next day I didn't feel too good, and each day I started feeling worse and worse, and I was like, I gotta go to the emergency room. But this was the time of COVID, when COVID first started, and I was told I better not go to the emergency room. I'm just not feeling good. I just had a major procedure done. I just need time to rest. If I go to the emergency room, I'll get COVID. So I went to an urgent care instead. And they were convinced I had COVID because my throat was sore. I had chest pains. Hold on, time to knock them out. Here we go. And they sent me home. They told me I had to go home. And I've been out of work for a while. I ran out of money, so I didn't even have the money to take Uber back. So I was like, can I just walk home? I couldn't find anyone to ride me. And they said, yeah. So I walked home. And that was a very tough walk. It was about half a mile. When I got home, I still had to climb. I lived in a second story apartment. I had to climb those steps, which was hard. And then I waited all night, miserable. Next day I called my son-in-law up and said, hey, I gotta get to the emergency room. I'm getting worse. Well, he took me to the emergency room. He was scared I had COVID. Everyone was scared I had COVID. They did tests. They kept me up there for 8 hours at the emergency room. Oh, just trying to get downstairs to my son-in-law's SUV felt like running 10 marathons. It was so difficult. But I did it. Hey, hold on a second. Timer's messed up. I'm back. My daughter's phone, I was using her phone as a timer and it went off on me. I didn't know the password to get back in, but I'm at 26 minutes and 50 seconds. Time to knock out another set. Here we go. That's 200. But back to my story. I walked home. They kept me overnight, and then, you know, they kept me about 8 hours in the emergency room, and they came in and told me I had fluid in my pericardium. I was like, how did that happen? The emergency room doctor was like, I don't know, but they got a cardiologist up there, and they stuck a needle right here into my heart to drain the blood out, because it happened that when they did the ablation, it poked a hole in my heart. It caused me to bleed into my pericardium, which is the sac that surrounds your heart, if I didn't say that before. So a lot of people, including the doctors, when they drained the blood out, they drained about 2,400 cc's of blood out of my pericardium. And a lot of people a lot of the doctors and everything seemed very surprised that the day before I walked half a mile. I mean, I was falling down a lot, but I made it. So I kind of feel like I've accomplished some things physically that was like really tough. Now, be honest, there are times, you know, I suck at cardio. I was in the Army for a year, and I was a guy who always fell out of runs. So, you know, I haven't learned to push myself cardio-wise, but there were 2 times when I, you know, really pushed myself to the limits of, you know, being up on death's doorstep. Sorry if this doesn't make sense. Time to knock out another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 210 push-ups. 61 more to go. I think I can do this under an hour. But yeah, I decided I'm not going to be ashamed of my scars anymore, or the hole in my chest. I had my last surgery last year. It's this big ugly scar. It was last November 2021. Because scar tissue from previous surgeries grew and cut off my intestines, so food won't pass through. I was getting like really good shape up till that point, but then I had to have surgery and it knocked me back completely. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna get back into shape again. But I decided to make a YouTube channel because I want to inspire you guys to do the same. I've been told that nobody's going to be interested in seeing my YouTube channel because my videos, because there are people out there, there are athletes out there with channels, with videos that are a lot more impressive than me. Oh well, I'm going to do my best at it anyway. I'm going to make myself good enough. I'd like to see this channel grow. I was thinking about doing this challenge again and get more push-ups, more likes, and more subscribers, and maybe say squats too on top of it, and flutter kicks or leg raises. Hold on. Made me say something like, every like and subscriber I get, I'll do a push-up and 1 squat and 1 leg raise all in one day. Or maybe say something like, if I get 1,000 subscribers, I'll do 1,000 push-ups in one day, 1,000 leg raises, 1,000 squats, or impossible squat. I'm kind of thinking about what I would like to do next. But if anyone's watching this, let me know what you think. I'll probably make a short video, a condensed version of this video, and then post a long one too, in case anyone's interested in my story or my stories and what I have to say. It's getting hard now. I think I'm gonna rest another minute. When I was 18 to 18 years old, I was really skinny and pathetic. But then me and my brother started lifting weights together. After 4 years, I got really big and strong. I fell in love with lifting weights. It became a passion of mine. But I hate cardio. I never really did much in ab work because I figured my stomach's all scarred up anyway. I'll never have a six-pack. It'll never look good, so why bother? What I really loved about lifting weights is getting that one more rep in that I did the previous time. I'm 53 now. I don't know if I can accomplish it again, but I'm going to see if I can get back into being in great shape. Except this time, be great cardio shape too. Here we go. If my channel doesn't grow beyond the 71 subscribers I got, either way, I still feel like I owe you guys these push-ups, so I'm going to do them. But I would like to see it grow. I've been told I'm not good enough to ever get monetized. I'm going to try and make myself good enough to get monetized. I got to have 1,000 subscribers. I've got it right down. Don't need to make that mistake. 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Shorts don't count. Anything under a minute doesn't count as watch hours. But I did get a lot of subscribers through these shorts. All right, time to knock them out. That's 240. 31 left. I'm at 34 minutes and 34 seconds. I'm doing good. I didn't think I'd be able to do this good. It is getting hard though. But I'll be honest with you guys, I love lifting weights. I love doing, I like doing push-ups and exercises. I like doing handstand push-ups. But what I really hate is cardio, so I think I need to start doing some more cardio. Knock these out. $250. So if you guys have any suggestions for me, I'm not going to do anything dangerous. And this is about being healthy, so I'm not going to do anything that's bad for my health. I'm not going to miss any sleep. But let me know what you think I should do as a challenge. Give me some ideas. Come on. Knock them out. Hey. 26, 260. 11 more to go. I think I can do it under 40 minutes, which for me is good. But let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me try another challenge or what you like to see me do. But either way, whether I succeed at YouTube or not, I'm gonna get in great shape. All right, might just try to do 5. Let's see. You want to see me suffer? Pick some cardio. I hate running. I'm at 5. Come on. One more. $271 push-ups. That's my time. This shows backwards. 38 minutes, 15 seconds. Almost 16. I was thinking about doing like 200 push-ups a day, 3 or 4 days a week. Wait 2 or 3 weeks, keep doing that, and then do this challenge again, see if I can improve on my time. I don't know. But hey, thank you to all my subscribers, all 71 of you guys. I love you all. I'm also going to try to become flexible enough to do the splits without stretching. It's taking longer than I thought, but I'm improving. You have a good day.